I would like to piggyback on what she was saying because I actually had a moment. So I actually asked Will, like, is it okay if we actually jump on together? Because like I thought it'd be like very powerful to like,
Yeah.
be together in this moment because it's like not whether it's just like, you're like single and you're trying to work on something, but it's just like for us as a couple, there's a lot of like factors. Like there's like positive days and just a lot of flaws in our relationship. And there's a lot of like things that I got out of this like seminar because like, like seeing green flags or whether it's like love languages, but it's also seeing like angry flags as well. And like that video that you showed me or showed us, it was very powerful in a sense because it's just like to sit in the craziness, the messiness, and like for him to just be like, look, baby, like I love you regardless. Like I asked him, I was like, like when I act in such a way, it's like, like whether it's just like it's point blank, whatever. But I kind of piggyback on what Stephanie was like saying, like how she's like, oh, like should I like be sorry, like I get that, like we get to like own up for our own, like be in our own mess, and at the end of the day, there's like something that we can work on, something I get to work on, and out of this is like the better communication of all. But
So it's a very
great
interesting
seminar.
point you brought up because like my advice for Stephanie is different because she asked that independently where you're now having the discussion between you and Will and how to regulate that. So on one hand, right, my advice to you is the same as Stephanie's, where it's like do your best to regulate and control the emotions rather than react to them. But also I know
Right.
you, Kimmy, and there's going to be times when that's not easy, right? You're going to react, you're going to lash out.
Right.
The inner San Jose Vietnamese girl is going to come out, and Will's going to have to deal with that. And
First of all, I'm not from San Jose. Just kidding.
what are you pretending not to know? So in those moments though, right, when you are reactive, it doesn't mean Will can just be like, oh well, you didn't do the thing Jeff said during that workshop, I'm out, right? That's when he gets to show up and be like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I know you're going through some shit. I know you haven't you haven't processed it in the way that you're at the level to communicate about it yet, but I'm not going to just abandon you and leave you in your shit. Depending on how you're treating him as well though, right? Because if you're like throwing
Right.
punches at him, be like, get the fuck away from me, that's a lot harder for him to show up and be like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. It's like, you clearly don't want me here, so I'm going to remove myself from the space.
Right.
So it's the combination of how you're both showing up. And if you're able to regulate
Right.
the emotions and bring yourself down, then you guys can
Yeah.
sit and have a conversation. But if you are peaked and heightened and he is aware of that and he's able to regulate his shit, then he can show up and be like, I'm here, I got you, like let it out, like this is a safe space.
And this is the point where I see it, I spot it, I'm gonna pivot. I see like the 5 languages of being my angry languages of 5. Who am I gonna be right now? And I get to choose.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
choice.
I get to be. I learned a lot from you today, Jeff. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm glad. Will's quiet.
Oh, just listening. I'm absorbing.
Cool.